Welcome to the Generals, gentlemen.
I'm pretty keen to see the USF coming in here from Momo, and mainly just to see what his build path is. Having not seen USF played a lot in ESL recently, at least. We kind of saw it played a fair bit during January, because that was around the same time I think that heavy cavalry was kind of getting popular and
and
getting out there.
tactical
support more apt.
It was also before Brits were viable. That was before the AEC like 7 times buff that just made it basically an OP game-winning unit. And then since then, Brits have actually been very viable and a pretty popular choice. But back then, it was really only it was RTN Alexander was the only person playing Brits, and now you have quite a few people doing so. But anyway, it's going to be US. Momo, I think we'll see him play a little bit more standard, 3 rifle into M20. And then he'll go captain into Stewart. I would say maybe M15, because with the 222 buff, it's a bit harder to use M20 without having any follow-up.
So we have seen a fair bit of M15 so far. We saw Pool go for it earlier with that double rear echelon strat. The M15 has become more popular though. Just going straight for the M20. But yep, as you said, Machine, we'll just have to see how he plays it. Redwings, standard start here, actually. Which is odd to say for Redwings, but he has just gone for the MG42, going to be following up with some Grenadiers. The most interesting thing about the Wehrmacht early games is when do you go for the sniper timing. A lot of the times you do see it now, or you see the additional Gren squad getting added on for more capping power.
It is Redwings though. Redwing doesn't always build snipers, because snipers strong. And like Redwings just doesn't build what's meta. And that's kind of why I love seeing him, because non-sniper Wehrmacht is really fun to watch and fun to play. As and against, it's just generally weaker than a composition with the sniper mix in, especially against US that hasn't really got any counters, bleeds a lot of manpower, pretty effective. So denying this house as long as he can would be good against the MG, but it looks like Momo's going to be leaving it. There's only one window, so like actually fighting,
you can't fight
from inside with really anything other than an MG doesn't really end well. You know, if you do get a LMG, you know, if it's a Gren score or something, like that can be okay, because then you have a lot of DPS. But a rifle squad, a Gren squad, it just doesn't really end well. So you want to hold the house, but at the same time, if you stay in it, you're just gonna lose. Double Pioneer from see, this is what I mean. Like double Pioneer this early, like why? I don't know. Because Redwings, hey, he'll make it work. Quick Flamer, quick Minesweeper, you know. All that unconventional good stuff. MG in the house here. It's a nice spot for the MG. Overlooks the fuel, this strat point.
Definitely a nice location. And Redwings played that really well in terms of his capping. I'm not sure how many windows are on the opposite side. Is it one window on the other side of the middle garrison as well? On the middle garrison.
Oh, the middle.
Actually, yeah, I was more interested in just to...
Yeah, it's only one.
Just the one, so yeah. Some balance, so... It was a good change to the middle house. Yeah, having just one window on either side. Both of our players playing smart, and they're just holding the cover within range of the house to make sure their opponent can't take it for free and hold the central VP.
So currently there's been basically 0 engagements. There's been a few rifles traded here and there, but no model losses. And that generally works in the advantage of US, because you want to avoid the early manpower bleed until you can get a fast, light vehicle out and start putting pressure on. Where normally the sniper's going to be doing a fair bit of manpower bleed, forcing you to kind of disengage and play around the sniper. And so if Momo, if he holds on like this, gets an M20 out, what is the Redwings going to do? He's going to go for a 222. That's all really you can do. It's actually a very fast 222. 2 Grens, 2 Pies, and an MG.
I actually like to see that. Normally we see additional units coming out, and that means more manpower investment, which means fuel-wise, the 222 is actually quite late. You obviously have it on correct manpower, but fuel-wise, you definitely end up with the 222 later than you can get it. It's going to be much faster.
Sorry, the MG is already set up on the flank here. No, it doesn't reface in time though. The traverse was too slow. Gets the reface. I think also because the vision was blocked. So like he didn't really have a lot of time. Like the MG only had this distance to reface. If it was revealed, the rifle squad, he would have had more time to set up or to reface the gun and actually start suppressing those rifles. The fuel point is cut off, not in time to prevent the 222. Ambo is built here by Momo. He will need to get an M15 out or a captain though. Otherwise, the scout car will be able to force away the M20 unless he puts the bazooka in a nice spot, maybe in the middle house.
We have seen some cool bazooka play being able to deal with that 2-2-2. Same time, rear echelon are forced away down the bottom. Grenadiers taking control over that area. I like that Redwings is taking control over the bottom munitions. He has the really nice garrison there. Makes it a lot easier to hold, potentially with the MG42 down there. With his build, it does seem quite munitions heavy.
Oh, the riflemen are vet 1 now.
They are. Oh, 2-2-2 backs away just in time. Nice play from Redwings.
Doesn't nade it either.
Solid stuff. Good reactions there from Redwings, seeing the veterancy and knowing what it means.
You gotta be careful. Whenever you see a squad that's vet 0, you want to click on it, check the vet, because if it hits vet 1, it'll suddenly have access to those AT grenades. This could even be a nade here. The nade followed up by a couple of bazooka shots could be the end of the scout car. No, staying in the open, so Redwings just trying to poke it best as he can. He can't really go around the middle here. Maybe going around the side, getting some damage off, and there will be a mortar built by Redwings.
Yeah, it looks like he just threw down his medics as well. I just saw a manpower, munitions drop, unless he went Flamer, unless he's starting Flamer. He's starting
Sweeper,
Flamer. He's starting Sweeper
Gren.
and Gren.
Oh, the
Gren
LMG,
upgrade, yeah, LMG upgrade. I was going to say, he had a fair bit of a munitions float, and he wasn't really putting it into anything. I would like to see medics. He has some munitions for it, the manpower as well in a second. His squads are getting quite low. Goes mortar.
Okay, I like how the Pyos are here with the sweeper because you know that M20's been around. Whenever you see the M20 go somewhere and stay there, you always want to have sweepers nearby, especially at a choke point like that. Here as well. There's a few really prime spots for that M20 mine.
Pretty even map control at the moment. 491 BPs for Momo, 422 for Redwing. Quite a slow game. 6 minutes 45 in, and we're already on. I mean, Momo's on 1 CP. Redwings is just at 2 CPs.
Yeah, wow.
That's slow and a half.
And it will be the M15, the AA half track.
M20 into M15. The old school US play.
Depends how old school you're talking about.
Well, that's always what we used to see when US were really, really popular. It was just like M20 into M15 to all that really heavy light vehicle play.
Like the original US
Stewart.
was like M20 into Sherman. Back
yeah, I
when Major
remember
cost
that.
90
Yeah.
fuel.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I remember those days. M20's still alive as well, which means a lot of cross-map pressure for Momo. Keeping those light vehicles in is really important. Keeping them alive. So, what do you think? Of pack here from Redwings?
I was going to have to against the M15. Like, what choices do you really have? Pig guns don't work because they get suppressed, and even then, there isn't the munitions here. So definitely will be a pack. Maybe even a second pack. Against 2 light vehicles, having 2 packs definitely helps. Pyro Flamer might not work, though, because they're quite low. But, long range damage from the M20. Got to be careful with the clump here against the mortar. That could be a wipe.
2-2 get some nice damage down the M20. Momo stuck around for a while, so I think he was definitely looking for the bait into the M15 there, but he doesn't find it. Redwings, not that silly.
So Redwings is building a squad of P-Grens. He has no munitions, and he sees the M15, so he cancels the P-Grens, going for a pack. That is
nice.
Fortunate. that would have ended horribly.
Can you imagine if the M15 wasn't revealed and that happened?
Yeah, I think perhaps Redwings went for that because he would have expected Momo to go for his captain. Against the captain, you then have a bit more breathing room because then you get the P-Grens out in time for the captain, and then by the time the Stewart shows up, then you can build a pack. 2-2 in the meantime can hold off against the M20. So the double Pioneer is going to be giving extra repair speed. I think that's kind of why he went for it as well. Has the Flame Sweeper, and then he has pretty much the always at full health Scout Car. But double fuel here, and double munis as well for Momo. Has locked in the heavy cavalry. I doubt we'll see any ranges, but he's going to have the smoke. He's going to have access to the rifleman mines, which would be very strong.
And the smoke.
Oh,
the hero smoke, yeah. Good stuff.
And Momo is a player that actually uses smoke a lot
Yeah,
and very
exactly.
effectively, and I love that because a lot of players don't. Hasn't teched in... No, just kidding, he has teched in nades. He's going to have access to his rifleman smoke grenades as well.
Riflemen have a lot of utility now, throwing down mines, having those grenades. A lot of play potential here from Momo. Yeah, I don't know for Redwings. I mean, potentially, I'd like to see him rotate down the bottom, at least try and hold that munitions point. He doesn't have a lot in terms of munitions income, so try and hold the fuel. Try and hold that munitions down the bottom, maybe leave an MG42 inside the garrison. The M15 is obviously going to be able to force off any MGs in garrisons, but at least it's going to buy him time and make sure that the light vehicles from Momo are busy.
But you can't really go for this munis point, because if you over-invest, you get cut off in the middle.
Yeah, it's true.
So you have to kind of go for the middle and the top, or the middle and the bottom.
Middle and
Like,
the bottom,
you can't
yeah.
really go for all three of them. It's a hard spot to be in for the right side, because the munis point, it's much harder to actually take and hold than what it is for the left player to get their munitions point. And that's often why you see players just commit north when they're the right side. As Redwings has tried to do... Well, that's a big smoke.
Explodes up a little bit there. The Bren's going to be enough to stop the left-handers from running in and flanking, and the nades have been revealed now as well.
So that's the captain.
Redwings is going to have to keep an eye on that. It is indeed the captain. Going to force off the 222. So Redwings, 100 fuel at the moment. What do you think we're going to see from him?
Redwings, well, he's going to have to go for a Panzer IV. I mean, what else does he have? Like, nothing else that's going to really help him. No, nothing. He's going to have to go for a Panzer IV. This is where a lot of times you'll see players go for a Puma, but, you know, Redwings being Redwings...
He doesn't have it, man.
Doesn't have Pumas, too meta for him.
No access to that. No Stuggies either. Hasn't escalated to battle phase 2 yet as well, so he's a fair bit of fuel off getting the P4.
Or nade here could be strong from the rifleman. Bit too late for it, though.
Redwings knows it's coming as well. He's preemptively going to dodge that. He's already seen the smoke come out.
There's minimum range too. So you can't use a nade when you're that close. I think the only exception is the incendiary grenade that has like 0 minimum range. I don't know why. Probably an oversight.
Redwings only on plus 20 munitions income here. It's going to be the problem with holding the north. He's only going to have a couple of these strap points, which means really low munitions income. The result of that is going to be that the Shreks are super late from Redwings. He's only on 20 munitions at the moment, and still a long way off getting Shreks.
I like how Momo, when he's using his M15, he never looks away. Like, he's always keeping his finger on the trigger to immediately back away with the M15. It's not like a T70. You can't use the repair. If you get hit twice, you will die, and there's no way around it.
We are losing a sector.
Redwings, yeah, I don't know. He's in a really rough spot here. Tough position. On the plus side, it's not like it matters that he's low on CPs, that it's been a low CP game. Redwings doesn't need anything on his commanders. He's just taking up towards a P4.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
I mean, what Redwings needs is a sniper. That's what he needed a long time ago. But now that there's bar riflemen, the sniper's going to get taken out a lot easier if it's caught out of position. So the sniper, it's a bit harder to use late in the game, but it's always a good choice. Put the manpower bleed on. When you don't use sniper as Wehrmacht, like this happens. You can't really engage against the infantry. The light vehicles force you off. Bazooka gets 2
wow,
P-grams.
nasty. They will be forced off though, in turn. No drops coming in there.
I wonder if Momo goes for a pack howitzer. That would certainly help.
He is floating at the manpower, and I was actually going to mention that machine. It looks like that's what he's heading towards. It's not like he needs ranges at this point. I mean, ranges are always nice, but he has control over the entire map. He doesn't really need to invest in them.
I think it's either a pack howitzer or a major for a Sherman. Like, what else does he need? I know there's no mobile defense. I think Momo would go for an M1 normally, but since there's no mobile defense, there's no Stuggy, he has no reason to. But in this kind of situation, you often see US players go for that, expecting the light vehicles, or the light tank, medium tank in the case of the Stuggy.
At 100%.
Gets the smoke off so we can get this cut off, preventing the 222 from doing anything about it.
Really nice stuff. I'd 100% expect a major to come out here from Momo for sure. In a game that is really CP light.
Oh, it drops a bar.
Rough.
It's a problem with a double bars. You can drop them, and on retreat, you just can't do anything about it.
I definitely expect to see Momo going for that major on a low CP game. It's a lot of CPs to save up heading towards the Pershing. And in a situation where your opponent is confined to a limited number of points, in this case with a few strats and the fuel point, you don't tend to have a lot of engagements. You tend to have kind of big engagements and then a massive lull and then other big engagements, whereas in a game that's a little bit more even, you have engagements across the board all the time. Your infantry squads are always engaging.
So it is the M1 for Momo. So that's going to help him against the 2-2-2, because this thing currently has been a big problem for him. Like, he can't really use the vehicles. The pack placement has pretty much always been perfect. Redwings has always had the pack where it needs to be. It hasn't really been... Momo hasn't really been able to use his light vehicles effectively, but he hasn't really needed to because he has these riflemen vetted in their bars. Apart from at the top here, the M20 is pretty safe. The pack can't really rotate up here, but in terms of the middle at least, the vehicles are kind of been forced off. The M1, I mean, it's also going to be always handy when you see the tier 3 vehicles eventually. 2-2 also has a lot of range at Vet 3, so that's going to be giving pretty good vision. So Redwings, he has gone for his Festung armor. Is he going to build a Pack 43?
I think he will,
That's going to be awesome.
I mean, he will build a Pack 43, obviously, and then probably he's going to want the command tank as well.
It'll definitely be the command tank. I don't know about a Pack 43, but we'll certainly see that one come out. And that's when the M1 will really come in handy.
There we go, Pack 43. Pretty sure he just built it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Last week it was a howitzer. This week it's a Pack 43. That's awesome.
Feeling the love of Redwings. I feel you, man. I feel you right here.
And against the Pershing, that is perfect. Has he actually revealed the cavalry though? Like, unless Redwings hit a mine somewhere.
Which I don't think he has.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen aggressive mine placements. It's really been more defensive from Momo. Obviously, new Rangers getting called in, and I haven't seen a smoke arty.
This has been the smoke grenades. So yeah, this is interesting, and US have a hard time dealing with this because they just don't have any good vehicle artillery. They have the M8 howitzer carriage, an artillery unit that has less range than a Pack 43. It's a pretty awful unit. And then you have the Pack howitzer, which it's good, but it's a lot of manpower. It's what, 420. And if you put a command bunker, then you get like the reinforce.
So the main problem that I can see here for Redwings is he's on 160 VPs against the 485 of Momo. That's the big problem because
of
if he had more VPs, this is a great situation to be in. He calls in the command the command tank. It's going to give the buff. There's the Pack 43. He can stall out on VPs. It's not like he's low on squads here, and it's really hard to dive into the command tank when the Pack 43 is on the field. You really don't have that option.
Also nades.
Yeah.
Momo can just chain nade this and just take it out. I don't know how much damage they do against the actual weapon itself, but it'll kill the crew pretty quick. It didn't do any damage against the weapon, but it will certainly decrew it. So it's a bit of munitions drain. He doesn't really have much munitions left. Sooner or later, the Momo's going to have the Pershing, and with that Pershing, he can easily play the VP game. Even without the Pershing, he's playing VPs. The Pack 43 looks like it'll overlook the middle VP, but the top and the bottom, what's Redwings going to do about it? I mean, the Command P4 is going to work against the M15, but the M1, the Captain, the Riflemen with their grenades.
I mean, the follow-up to this stall out for Redwings is definitely going to be a Panther. It's still a long way off, though. It's going to be hard to hold on. I mean, maybe if he goes... Yes, I really don't know what he needs at this point.
Momo.
It's hard to say, yeah. I don't know how to call it.
The mortar gets the wipe on that rifle squad.
Momo doesn't have a huge infantry advantage here, especially with that wipe. He has 2 rifleman squads, has the lieutenant and the captain as well. So...
He should just go for his Pershing.
Yeah, just go for... Yeah, obviously he goes for his Pershing, yeah, but I mean for Redwings, does he go pack and try and hold 2 VPs? I mean, the Pack 43 is obviously going to look over the central VP and prevent the Pershing from going too aggressive, and maybe with pack support, the command tank can hold the top VP. It's pretty easy to get inside the range of the Pack 43 if the command tank just backs down the road. So I can definitely see Redwings holding the central and upper VP.
He's going to have railway as well.
He will, yeah. He doesn't have a lot of munitions at the moment, though. And does he have... He doesn't have Shreks yet. So Shreks might be the better investment here. Railway is nice, but you're not exactly guaranteed wipes. So I think going for the Shreks might be a better option to start off.
I just really want to see hull down. That's the dream. If we see
Hull down
hull
the
down,
dream, yeah.
as well as the Pack 43, that's going to be so good. And also, this Pack 43, it currently has the buff from the Command P4.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck
yeah.
trying to kill that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lieutenant, so there's no nades.
So
No AT grenades.
170 VPs for Redwings. Momo down to 455, so he's got a lot. Oh, nice smoke. Good stuff.
But Momo, he's spreading himself out pretty well. He's got enough squads where they need to be. The smoke gets that south VP, and there's going to be less than 100, a triple cap on as well. So Redwings, he has to act fast, and I mean, maybe go for a Panzer IV, like a regular Panzer IV, because Panther's obviously ideal, but he doesn't have time for it. And once the Pershing shows up, I mean, the P4 won't work against that either.
How's he going for battle phase escalation? That's a nasty rifle nade.
222's actually chasing down.
Yeah, I think he wants his wipe. This is worse.
He needs the
Even
wipe,
if he
actually.
loses the 222, the wipe is really important here.
Might even get the ambo, actually. The captain on the chase. He evacs the medics. That's very smart, because then he won't lose the heal. M20 chase again. He's going to maybe pop out the crew here.
The M20 might have... no, it wasn't quite close enough. Didn't have enough damage. The bazooka pops out.
Oh, he missed it.
The shot.
Loses the captain, actually. I mean, I think he even lost a rifle squad as well.
During that engagement.
But the Pershing has arrived. This actually is looking a little bit sour, perhaps. Two Pyos
play
here.
up on this top VP.
Nade comes through. Nice timing from Momo. May want to pop the AP ammo in this engagement. You won't penetrate every shot.
Wow. Mandate's actually going in here.
Well, the Pershing will definitely finish it off. And that's going to be very important.
Should back away.
That'll force Redwings to rebuild that. Still, the South VP is held. Middle one's probably going to be kept now. There's the MG, a Vet 3 MG, the Pack 43. Good luck getting that middle VP back, though.
Oh, this Pershing's going to finish off the command tank. He doesn't know. Redwings has no idea. The Pershing takes the first shot. Command tank with a damaged engine. It can't back inside Pack 43 range in time.
He's smoked off by the Panzer Tactician.
Why isn't he? He should run. Run, Redwings.
Pack 43 is going to be rotating up, so...
Fly, you fools.
Look, that's the range here. How far can he chase it down? He actually may let it escape. It's so hard to kill. I mean, he has the heat app available. He can actually kill this one. Double tap. Pack 42 is going to fire, though. Yeah, there we go. Pack 43? Oh, it's out of range.
Out of range. Pretty big mistake there from Redwings. He shouldn't have repaired on the VP. He was really greedy, leaving he just wanted the Pioneers to finish off the cap, but it was really greedy leaving the command tank there when he knew the Pershing was going to show up eventually. Should have backed away with that damage engine.
Well, did he though? Again, did he actually reveal the commander? I don't think he did.
Oh, he might not. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, that's a fair call. You would think because we're 15 CPs into the game that Momo would have revealed it, but no, you're right. He actually hasn't. He hasn't gone rages. He hasn't called in the smoke. Yeah, so Redwings really had no idea that the Pershing was coming in.
But 2 squads left for Momo, and this is a tricky decision. Does Momo, does he rebuild the squads, which he needs, but at the same time, he has almost enough fuel for a Sherman. You have to kind of choose between, do you want the tanks, do you want your riflemen, and looking at the pop cap, 83 pop cap for Redwings, 49 for Momo. So Momo, in a quick succession, he lost just far too many squads. And these are all vetted squads. Vet 3 P-Grands, Vet 3 LMG Grands.
You might as well leave, like, no Shreks on P-Grands. Leave them as they are. Vet 3, they're going to be doing some serious damage. And they're one of the squads that just duel so effectively against even the barred up riflemen. The P-Grans find a nice engagement. They just shred riflemen.
Actually, this is a good time for Rangers. Because Rangers don't really need Vet to do well. Because once they have their Thompsons... they're going to be shredding those Grenadiers. The P-Grands, not so much. You know, when they're Vet 3, it's going to be a bit tricky, but still, Rangers would be a much better choice than rebuilding Riflemen. And Redwings, was that Railway?
There's Rangers there.
Where's the Railway?
I think it was in the middle on the VP.
Oh, what?
Oh, what?
The ambo went down.
The ammo did go down.
No squads,
I forget
though.
you can call it in there, but no, just not any squads were taken down.
Oh, this M20.
M20 finally.
He evacs this one. Doesn't want to lose the crew, at least.
Oh, nice micro there. Might actually get the bazooka shot off.
Gets the M20 vehicle. One more shot from the bazooka. He uses the smoke.
Smoke's off.
Gets it though.
Rangers finish it off probably.
Well, let's see. Was it the bazooka? Was it the M1? It wasn't. No.
No.
It must have been the Rangers.
Called it, man.
Yeah, it was the Rangers.
Yeah, man.
With their carbines. The
Gotta
M1's
trust.
wiped, but he can't really capture that with the Rangers there. Thompson's popped, so he definitely has to retreat. Yeah, so for Redwings has to just play around the Pershing. He rebuilt the command tank, so he's still pretty far off getting another tank of some kind. But there isn't really enough left that... Without the Pershing, Momo can't exactly deal with this composition. Charging into these... Oh, no! These Vet 3 Pigrins are murdering the Rangers.
Oh, that was deadly.
If they weren't Vet 3, it would have been a different story. Almost wipes them too. Jeez.
Crazy stuff.
And especially with the command tank buff, the packs are pretty durable here. Yeah, I don't see this game actually going well for Momo.
I just don't know how he plays in this situation as well.
He's just lost too many squads.
Yeah, he's lost too many squads, and it's...
The Ambo's manpower bled
down
him.
On 60.
The
Redwings are down
Rangers...
60 BPs, but if Momo plays this one out and gets back to PopCap, can he even close this one out? Does Redwings just have the better composition? He's obviously going to have the vet advantage.
But now Redwings going to have another tank, and that's going to basically prevent Momo of really having any chance at getting double VP.
Redwings is scared as well. He doesn't want to go all the way for the Panther. He's just going to go for P4 from the looks of things. He will have access to the emergency Stug just in case as well. So
The Ranger got a lot of vet from that though.
From dropping every single
yeah.
battle on the squad.
if the Rangers get to vet 3, they'll definitely deal with a vet 3 Pigrins. But yeah, trying to catch up is always a bit harder. Ambo's been rebuilt now, but yeah, that Ambo snipe, I really loved that.
Cool from Redwings. I'm loving the plays. Still no hull down, but there's time, Machine.
Oh yeah,
there's still time.
Once he gets a P4 or a Stug, the hold down, it'll happen. Don't worry. Don't worry, Blake. Just believe.
I believe. I have faith, Machine.
Oh, the M1 was still
feeling
here.
the
Didn't
faith.
actually recruit that one.
Yeah, could be nice to grab that one actually for Redwings. It rounded out his composition quite well. With that being said, he's PopCap wise. What's a P4? P4 is 12. Okay, I was going to say 14 for the sake of fairness because I was trying to decide. I was going to say 14. So
4 less than a Pershing.
Yeah, 4 less than a Pershing.
And that's a telemine. Oh, that's so good. So because you don't get vehicle crews on the Pershing, so if you hit a telemine, it's bad. He does have the critical from the vehicle crew. That's really handy to have.
Okay, this is cool from Momo. I don't mind this. This is... He's kind of just... He was chilling in his base, so he's at least he's fully reinforcing and fully healing. He doesn't want to bleed too much, but he also doesn't want to be triple cap. So capping back at least 1 VP is going to be nice. He's playing time, though. He knows he has a lot of VPs, and you just don't want to throw away the game by potentially losing squads at this juncture.
Yeah, it's really smart. Momo waiting until all his squads are healed and reinforced. I mean, the only bad thing about drawing this game out is then there's going to be eventually a Panther and eventually another Railway. That's kind of it. I mean, that's not really like a huge deal. Getting the M1 back is very important. He needs that against a Panther or a Stug. So Redwings perhaps should have destroyed that one. I don't know about capturing it, but destroying it. And now Redwings, of course, goes for an Ostwind because of Redwings.
Redwings things, man. Things that Redwings does. Yeah.
Getting vet. Oh, he's going for this pack 43.
He might be actually.
So the P4 is here, the command P4. He's going to decrew that one.
Yeah,
This is a bit of manpower bleed.
Gets
a bit of veterancy as well. Nice.
Just jumps enough models to make sure it doesn't get sneakily recruited just for fun.
That actually allows the Pershing to be aggressive too. It is recruit now though. And Momo can't really afford his repair time. He only has 1 echelon, 1 vehicle crew. The Ostwind's now on the field. The Ostwind's going to be able to really force those squads away, especially the Rangers.
Yeah, it's not a bad call from Redwings. It might work out. He might be able to use this Ostwind.
I'm just trying to think, like, what's Momo's best chance of playing VPs? Top and middle or top and bottom? Like, he can take and hold with smoke, but there's the MG here, but he can nade that. He's got enough munitions for smokes and nades.
It's just, he doesn't really have the problem here is, I think top and bottom would be ideal, but he doesn't really have the squads to split top and bottom.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the option to do that. If he had more squads, top and bottom would be great. With the back 43 chilling in the middle, you definitely want to go top and bottom. I don't think he really has that option. I think he really has to go kind of top and middle here.
Momo needs a pack howitzer actually. So I was gonna say if he went for a Sherman, he could then go like top and bottom and kind of hold a Sherman and a Pershing on either VP. Going for his pack howitzer, so he probably wants to deal with the MGs, the pack 43s, play the middle. He's actually found the hold down, yes, hold down, but he's hold down against a Pershing. But he can probably just stay here. Look at this range of the hold down.
It's nuts.
And he seems to be missing this Pershing. The pack's now here with the command tank.
And a reverse moving.
Yeah, see, like it's actually pretty strong, man. It's like legit. It's like Redwings. He does these crazy stuff, and again he makes it work. Could lose his echelon too.
That'd be brutal. No repairs.
Oh, loses it. The Vet 3 P grenades. He needs those repairs.
This is punishing. Momo just bleeding more and more manpower, and it happens when you have limited squads. You bleed more manpower because you're in losing engagements all the time.
Like Redwings, he's GG's. Yeah, that's smart.
Wow,
Every single thing he used the Panzer Tactician. Not a little bit. He used it, and we used it eventually on. He used the Pack 43, the command tank, the railway to snipe, the ambo, the hull down. Redwings is a god confirmed.
Triple rear echelon, man, they build fast. Look at that. 3 squads already on the field. The Grenadiers only just started.
So
constructed.
Momo is probably going to rush a sniper. And Echelon, it gives him a lot of capping power, and he doesn't get bled a lot of manpower. So it's indirectly kind of okay against snipers. But if there's Grens and P-Grens, they can't obviously trade very effectively. And they kind of need garrisons to hold their own.
If Momo scouts this, he'll definitely go Gren heavy, you would think. Instead of going for the sniper, but it depends again on the Wehrmacht build order, what he goes. We saw Redwings in the previous game. He went for the additional Gren after the standard MG42 Gren opening. So depends, yeah. I think Momo will be, so Momo goes Gren. Smart for him, and lucky when he's facing a player like Redwings, he doesn't know what's coming up. Going Gren is a pretty smart move.
Oh, he's putting a fuel cache.
Wow, really? You're kidding. Here we go. There's obviously a plan behind this. He obviously wants really early fuel, so he'll have to combine this with fuel control. He'll have to hold his own fuel, otherwise it's kind of not worth the relative income of a fuel cache versus an actual fuel point.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because with Echelon, like you can't fight, like you can't contest fuel and stuff unless there's a garrison nearby, and so that'll give him decent fuel income, and he's still capping up a fair bit. Momo is going for his sniper.
Wow. Yeah, going sniper after already seeing 2 squads. He's only seen like 2 squads of rear echelon though. He doesn't know. He hasn't seen squads on the side. So for all he knows, it could be 2 riflemen.
Yeah, even then, like it's not necessarily bad. Like the sniper's going to be able to still bleed them pretty well.
It's true.
And even if he gets flanked, he's not going to lose it like at all.
I don't know, man. Volley fire is pretty dangerous. You gotta be careful when you're playing around.
Please
with
no
that,
troll.
So. What?
There's no troll, Blake.
I know what you're talking about, machines.
So someone may actually like go, oh, what's that? General's Gentlemen recommended I use volley fire.
Yeah.
As a disclaimer,
We don't.
General's Gentlemen do not recommend you use volley fire under any circumstance ever. It is trash. No Archonhawk guarantee on volley fire.
No Archonhawk guarantee.
We take this very seriously.
If you think we're giving you a tip, unless we give you the guarantee, then
The
it's not
Archonawk
really
guarantee,
a tip.
yeah.
We're really being sarcastic. Snipers here. The bleed will start.
Echelon at the south as well. So
Volley fire.
I wonder what Momo's response to this is. Like,
Look, man.
I mean, a 222 like he's gonna have to go bazookas. I mean, he has a bazooka bulletin as well, because otherwise the 222 is gonna wreck him unless he goes like a super quick M15 or something. I wonder if he's going LT or if he's going captain though.
I have to see. There's a.
It is the LT
on the way.
So he's gonna have to go either bazookas or M15.
And he has a fuel cache. That's the thing we have to remember.
M20.
M20, yeah. So I guess it's a little bit earlier with the fuel cache.
See, Redwings has already bled. That's what? That's 5 echelon compared to the 0 of Momo. So.
Yeah, he did drop 1 Gren.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
1
so,
Gren went
yeah,
down.
1 Gren. And I guess the sheer quantity of rear echelon is tying up Momo's squads, but now Momo starts to push out. He's going to have Grens in nice positions behind cover. The sniper gets a bit more freedom as well.
But one thing that's really important is for the most of the game, Redwings has had double munis. Momo hasn't had any. And so if Redwings, if he starts getting bars and starts getting M19s, these Echelon are going to start becoming actually a pretty competent fighting force. It's a hard early game, but once he gets those upgrades online, they're pretty effective. They've got good veterancy, they're cheap, they're durable for their cost. Not quite as bad as they used to be, when they were cheaper. But they're still good, weapon carrying units. There's actually a mine on the middle road there. I'm not sure if it's a telemine. He's going straight for the sniper, it would seem. Is there any Grens nearby? He could lose this one.
Yeah, there's nothing else really to stop him going in for this.
The 222 he doesn't even
He
have
just
the
keep
barracks. Oh, Momo.
I
mean, there's
no
pioneers.
medics,
He loses his sniper.
No medics.
Oh.
222, and the M20's out so fast. There's just no.
Well,
pack.
actually, there's no armored skirts.
There aren't.
So
yes,
but the bunker forces him away. Oh, Momo
No armored
loses
skirts.
the sniper. That's so crucial because now there's going to be bars and M19s by the time the sniper's rebuilt. That is actually a telemine on the road there. So
it was a telemine.
Oh.
Well,
They just had no Grens nearby. There was just no support for the sniper. A little bit risky there, Momo. Just had his sniper away from any kind of support. Uh-oh. Redwings is actually in a really good spot now, going for the M15. So GG2 wouldn't really have a big impact anyway.
trying to deny this will not only decap the fuel, it's also going to cut off the munitions, which is important. So
Still has double munitions income at the moment, does
Yeah.
Redwings.
this is going to be a brutal game. This is so Redwings. Great, and it's why this is the reason machine.
Yeah, the fuel is that
Look at
why
this.
the fuel cache.
That's why. What is? There we go. That's the #1 reason. New meta, guys. And remember, I didn't say Archon Hawk guarantee there, so don't take anything seriously.
We don't recommend you spam fuel caches in your games.
There are so many repairs as well. 4 squads of rear echelon. It's like going 4 squads of Royal Engineers. You just have repairs on repairs on repairs. 222.
And now Momo has to rebuild his pack, so he can't really go for a sniper until he gets his pack out. Another scout car, in fact. I guess it makes sense.
Double 222, yeah.
But I guess against the M15, I don't know.
I mean, I guess we see...
And also, it leaves him vulnerable to
weapon
bazookas.
racks. I'm guessing we're probably going to see
Yeah,
weapon
we have
racks
weapon
after
racks
this,
now.
So yeah, we have weapon
So
racks.
it looks like it isn't going to be infantry company unless he just really wants bazookas.
Which is possible. I mean, against multiple 222s, it makes sense to have access to the bazookas on the echelon. Yeah, look at this. I mean, Momo, he's down to 2 grand. The pyos. He wasn't ready for it. He wasn't ready for the M20 to just dive right on top of his sniper. The Grens weren't in position. Didn't get the Faust off. Puts you in a very rough position. So, where does the M15 play? It's going to be an interesting thing. Getting repaired at the moment.
So no commander from
Ambo's
Redwings.
starting to be built. It hasn't locked in anything yet. I mean, I guess I'm feeling airborne at the moment, but I'm not sure. He might still go infantry for the priests.
I don't even know. Anything's going to be equally as likely.
Good at anything else. We're not ones to make predictions about what Redwings will actually do.
We try, but we
Give it a shot.
fail to predict Redwings. It's kind of like Donald Trump. It's just like, what will he do next? You just don't know, because everything he does is just so ridiculous that you just can't comprehend
just
what's
not
going to
sure.
happen. You know, and you better off just not really thinking about it.
Just roll with the punches, man. Rear echelon garrison control is really nice. It's hard to force any squad out of garrison, so
And that's a good house for the echelon. There isn't really many, but that's probably the only one, really. Maybe the one on the other VP at the corner.
yeah, even like chilling here, that garrison's almost destroyed though. With that being said, a little bit of a slow period here. Momo, he's gone mobile defense. He knows he's behind, so he's going to be going into the Puma, an option that Redwings didn't have and apparently didn't need in the previous game.
I think he also wants to get his Ostrupen out. He's a little bit lacking in squads. Ostrippen are a very cost-effective way of replenishing your infantry fighting force. Is it going to be a double 2-2 play?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like
there's an
Tutu's going in
LT.
here.
There's one weakness.
Grenades.
Oh, Bazooka actually on the squad though. Is he going to be able to kill this one in time? The other 2-2 does back away. Nice play here from Momo. But he does kill it. Bazooka may even follow this one up. It's hard to say. Is he out of range? The Bazooka can't quite get the shot.
Oh, nice micro.
Excellent execution by Momo. He flanked it. He forced the M15 out of position. The turret was facing the wrong way, and he just completely pincered it. But still, look at the 2-2. He may even get one of them here. The Bazooka. Oh, so no, he gets it.
He gets it.
The M20 going for the
other
one?
Though. It's been revealed.
Yeah.
You might know. Perfect timing. The Redwings knows how fast the 2-2
Panzer
moves.
Tactician's available. The Panzer Tactician could save this one, but no, he's not even going to go. He's not even going for the. I thought he was going to actually pop out, but of course the bunker would have obviously been terrible.
The Puma's going to be
There's
here
the
now.
Puma.
The M20 does pop the smoke. Evac the crew and retreat. I think would be the best choice.
Well,
here.
but then you lose the vehicle. You don't give that away.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
The best thing you can do, if you can, is evac and then blow it with a bazooka. And you can do that underneath a smoke. If you have a bit of time, you pop a smoke, you evac, you fire the bazooka, destroy the M20, get the crew out. So that's a good trade in terms of fuel, but as far as manpower goes, I mean, not so much. But now there's a Puma on the field, but the Puma against the bazooka echelon, not so much. It will be a double 50 cal. So Redwings just, you know what just is really bad? Riflemen. Like, Riflemen not viable.
No, not at all. Riflemen are not a squad that I want to grab. I'll just go double 50 cal. That'll work. No worries. Too easy.
Ostrippen, double LMGs.
Yo!
The RTN Dusty RNG dice is in the favor of Momo. He gets a lucky draw with the double LMGs. However, he may get a, I was going to say unlucky retreat, but it wasn't really luck. It was just negligible retreat timings. Negligent. Damn it. Neglectful. Damn it. Neglectful.
Words escape the machine. They don't, however, escape me. So double 50 cal, it's interesting. I mean, Pumas aren't exactly great against 50 cals. They're not exactly a hard counter.
Well, if you get up close, they will be. Like, the MG on the Puma will kind of force it off. But, yeah, he's got to be scared of bazookas. But at least there's no worries about nades, no AT grenades. So the Puma has to be, it doesn't have to be, you know, that wary. And the Puma, like, depends how confident Momo is. He could maybe go for an ambush sniper, but there's no sweepers, so he probably wouldn't go for that. He knows the M20's been around for a while, so going that deep with the Puma is just going to be a little bit too greedy. Could even actually go for the fuel cache with the Puma.
He might go for it.
Trying to go with the Flamer, but couldn't do much damage.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. Yeah, Flamers are okay. They will eventually destroy the caches. Not quite the same as Dawn of War 2, where the Flamers are really good against this kind of points, but
the power gens.
Yeah. Not quite that
north,
bad.
though.
Not quite that bad. Yeah, he did. Yeah, bit of damage up here. Rear echelon running in. So we got. What are they firing?
Just carbines.
Just carbines from the looks of things. Nothing else getting thrown down. This squad just with the bazookas. 2 bazookas though. We'll at least make the Puma a little bit wary.
So now Momo's in a good spot. He has his Ostrippen. The 50 cals aren't really set up in good positions. So yeah, that M15 dive was an absolute game changer for Momo. And he's going to have his command tank as well. Could even, oh no, he's actually reinforcing the 50 cal.
Yeah.
But he still could lose it.
Some more models running out. There's no rifle nade coming in from Momo. He has.
Oh, he gets it.
Yeah. Really nicely played from Momo, knowing he wouldn't need. Trying to like time it out whether he would need it in terms of the reinforced time.
No, he's going to try and steal it.
No, the left-hander has to run for it. No, it's going to get stolen here.
No suppression. Oh, just comes in. Nice try there by Momo. Almost got it too. Of course, Ostrippen can't pop Panzer Tactician. Not, worth the try. Worth the try. But
that was so close as well. Right on the edge of being able to cap. Redwings wasn't even scared. He didn't go for the lieutenant cap. He's like, no, man, I'm going to get the suppression.
Yeah.
No worries. It'll be fine.
Well, the pack is being built. I mean, what does Redwings have? He has major and an LT. Oh no, yeah, major. So should be a Sherman. I mean, it's Redwings, so I mean, we got to remember that howitzer carriage is going to be an option. It's not viable. It's terrible, but it's Redwings, and he'll make it work. So, you know, he actually goes for his. I like that. He actually goes for his Easy 8 Easy 8 Sherman, great against the command tank.
Nice, good
Bit
stuff.
better penetration, armor as well, a bit more durable.
I'm liking that. That's a good choice, I think. He actually...
He has a flamers too,
Yeah.
as an option on his echelon spam.
It's one way to force a decal out. Really nice choice there from Momo. He definitely needed the Pyro Flamer. His garrison clear was lacking. Was a problem with his composition, so good choice.
In
And
before
nice,
Jackson.
really nice use of the counter-attack tactics as well. Capping a lot of points here. Really nice map control coming in from Momo. 414 BPs for Redwings, 379 for Momo. So if nothing else, yeah.
I like Momo's late game just because he's version echelon. Like, if they were Vet 3 bar rifle, yeah, but they're echelon with flamers. Like, good luck.
2 squads now.
Bazookas, 50 cals, yeah, it's a weird mix.
Yeah.
At least he has a lot of repairs, you know, let's not
True.
discount that.
Our territory.
Didn't quite get the cash though. Maybe we should send the Puma in. But I think that the Puma's been kind of forcing off squads. Only one kill, but it's been doing some work.
Has been, yeah. It's been contributing.
To steal our sector.
Yeah, Redwing's starting to struggle to keep up the map control. The RNG dice roll from Momo, that's really fortunate because it means he's starting to win these engagements super hard against the echelon.
So Momo is going for his battle phase too, but I think we'll still see him go for his command tank. Gives him a bit of spike of command points, and he already has the fuel for the command P4, so it won't really delay anything. If anything, it'll probably make it come up quicker. Just look at the CPs. It should go up to 9 when he completes it. I think it gives you CPs. I know building it does at least.
Yeah. We're about to find out.
You ready?
CV jump.
You ready, son? It's
Maybe
happening.
it's just building. I reckon
It's
it's just
here.
building. I'm calling it just building.
I'm missing something though. Oh yeah. Well, wasn't a lot.
So yeah, it wasn't a heap.
Still.
Dude, I like to use my camera work to follow the most important things, like whether they're actually grand CPs and whether the Puma can wipe.
Oh, he gets
there
it,
we
yeah.
go, yeah, the wipe comes down.
And the bazookas come through, but like there's no real chance of actually losing this Puma. Like, unless he gets snared, which won't happen, or hits a mine, which won't happen. Because I mean, them 20, I think, are putting
Where are the
mines down.
snares?
Yeah.
Where
Oh
are the snares at?
no! Loses his Vet 3
Oh,
Grens.
no.
Drops the LMG as well. Whoopsie! What happened there, Momo?
That's a whoopsie moment. That's a big whoopsie moment. Gren's gonna be suppressed at the top.
And it is the
That's
Easy 8
brutal.
Sherman. So
Yeah.
Momo actually not gonna go for his. This Ostrubin could even
No,
die here. Momo,
no,
don't do it!
Not another squad.
But he's microing something at the north.
Yeah, it's more stuff coming up here. Just Grenadiers fighting against the...
2 squads down. That rifle, the squad is so spaced up,
Yeah,
he
it's not
can't really
gonna do
wipe it.
anything.
Yeah, and so Momo, he hasn't gone for his command tank. He's going to go for a tier 3. Well, he has gone for his tier 3. And so, what's he going to go for? I mean, P4 is ideal. Has one field connected. The command P4 wouldn't really work against the Easy 8, so this could definitely benefit him in the long run. Losing 2 squads though actually replenishes his Ostrubin core. He doesn't get any LMGs this time, so Karma, I guess, on his site has shown himself, evens it out. 2 LMGs, 0 LMGs, one for one overall.
It's not quite Dusty level, is it? So, sub-Dusty, we'll call that RNG. The Easy 8 is here. Going to be going for that 50 cal upgrade as well. Very potent.
So we have a pack and a Puma. AP ammo coming through from the MG as well. Momo, I wonder if he'll go for a Stug. He may want to go against the Easy 8 Sherman.
Do you think he will once he sees the Easy 8? Is that a...
I don't know. I mean, he still has the pack. He has a lot of Fausts.
Puma? Hasn't revealed it yet. Redwings obviously looking for a good opportunity to go in. Currently the Puma, we have to remember, has been going very aggressive against garrisons, driving up nice and close, trying to force squads off, so perhaps that's what Redwings is waiting for.
There's going to be the aim shot pretty soon as well. That's going to help against the Easy 8. The target weak point, rather.
Yeah. Looking towards our VPs, 310 for Redwings, 372 for Momo.
Oh, 50 cal in the house.
Yeah, getting a good position. Should be enough stuff here to force it off. I mean, the AP ammo, yeah, and the Ostrippin as well, going to be enough. Really, it's a garrison for MGs with only one window. That's all you can really put into it.
Or obers.
Specifically designed, yeah, or overs. Overs work as well. Or M1919s. Like we're not racist. Like we're sort of HQs.
What?
We're not factionist.
Oh
There are
well,
other
I
things
mean
that
the
work as
Ober
well, so,
LMG
yeah,
though, but
it's pretty
it's
great.
much
So,
more
yeah.
like single target damage. Yeah,
Relative to the
LMG.
rest
It's
of
when
the
you
squad.
discriminate against certain LMGs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit of an LMGist when it comes to guards. This could be another wipe. The Vet 3 Grands. You can't afford to lose these Grands. The Ostrippin just won't deal with the Echelon. Going in pretty deep here.
Yeah, the 50 cal is
where's
still
the-
within range. The 50 cal can actually snipe this one down. He's
Nah,
not
you
targeting
can't.
it.
You can't aim the
Micro
50 cal.
Yeah, I know.
It does
yeah,
its own thing.
yeah.
The squad survives. Momo goes for his Stug. He really wants to have that panic Stug, even more so than the P4. You know, much better in that situation, just lacking the anti-infantry. And that Gren squad survives. That is so important because Momo just doesn't have enough combat effective squads. I mean, Ostrippin, one with the LMG is, but yeah, other than that. Still, and this game is actually pretty close. Redwings has a lot of manpower. So Redwings goes for a regular Sherman, the M4A3. So he must want to have that just for the additional anti-infantry. The Easy 8's a bit more anti-vehicle based, not quite having as good anti-infantry as the HE on the regular Sherman. It's cheaper as well.
The cache actually finally goes down.
Yay!
That was probably the biggest thorn in Momo's side. Now that the comeback can begin. 300 VPs actually for Redwings. Momo currently holding a double cap. 355 VPs on the side of Momo. He's in a nice spot.
Redwings will have his White Phosphorus available as well. They will probably see him go for the 50 cal upgrade on the other Sherman first. Momo running out of territory as well. Doesn't have any fuel at the moment.
Yeah.
I think after this Stug, we'll see him go for a command P4. Unless he wants to go, like, depends. If there's another Easy 8, he may not have the choice.
Really safe micro here from Redwings. He's not going aggressive at all with this Easy 8. More flames. Looking for the wipe here.
Okay, the Stug's moving
Trying
up
to find
north.
it.
The
Yeah, it
Sherman
is.
will appear in the middle.
Sherman has been revealed now. Hoover's still chilling down the bottom here. Yeah, so safe from Redwings. He's... I don't know what he's scared of, but whatever he's scared of, he's not going to run into it. So,
Yeah.
Not when you're playing that far back. Yeah, Vet 3 squad with double bazookas. It's nice.
Supply are disrupted.
Especially when Redwings doesn't have an AT gun. No M1. Entirely reliant on these bazookas and the medium tanks that he has.
Our sector.
I mean, and look at the pop cap. Redwing still has plenty to go.
He does.
So if
yeah.
Redwing's can hold on to his foot, he can just keep spamming more and more Shermans. And he doesn't really have to worry about, you know, like a Tiger or at least for now a Panther. So he doesn't need to put a Jackson. He can just keep churning out Shermans. Even if there is either of those vehicles, the Easy 8 Shermans are pretty good against him.
They are.
They're not like amazing, but if you have enough of them, sure.
The second one of those can be nice. This is nice splitting from Redwings, going top and bottom, makes it hard for Momo to respond. He has nice AT, but it's synergetic AT. You need the pack, and you need the Stug, and you need the Puma if you want to actually have a chance of taking out the Easy 8 in a single engagement. So,
Yeah. Especially with the smoke that they have.
yeah.
Hard to really kill them. That's the... What's that from?
That was the smoke.
Oh, the
from
Sherman
The
smoke.
Sherman, so yeah.
I wonder why he used it then.
Smoke
Maybe to worried about a pack being down there.
I think so. I don't think I've ever seen Redwings play this safe. It's still a crazy play style, but his micro so far and his decision making in game is really safe. I think it's It's cool to see. He's not going crazy
Okay,
aggressive.
here we go. More smoke.
Nice smoke usage
Blocks
as
off
well.
the pack and the
Beautiful.
Sherman as well. What's up here? Oh, Puma.
Puma.
Looks like he will lose this one. Target weak point. Magna destroyed. He can't actually use that one anymore. And the pack and the Stook just out of position because the smoke just wrecked them. Now he can probably just circle the Stook. It's really caught in a bad spot. Even the pack's getting decrewed by this LT. The Stook's turned around now. There's no AT grenade on that LT, however. But the pack could be recrewed in this engagement. The Stook East trying to back away in time. One shot away from killing the Sherman, but the Sherman in the middle can rotate in. And it is. It's going in for the kill.
Yeah, it definitely is. Can we get enough support
Oh,
here
there's the
in time?
LMG too on that LT
Yeah,
squad.
went to reinforce the pack. Wasn't in time, though. That could mean the Sherman actually dives here. No. Consolidation
Gets the
prize.
Vet
5
3 MG, I think it was.
42.
It was certainly a vetted MG.
Pretty important.
Oh, that was a really nice use of smoke. GG's, yeah, Momo.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nothing you can do.
Redwings, God confirmed. Like, he's just...
Wow.
He made this echelon spam work, but at the same time, Momo, I mean, it was a bad game. He lost his sniper really early. Even then, he was not looking too bad. Like, he lost 2 squads that he really shouldn't have. Today, Momo's just not been playing his top game. You know, both these games now, he's just lost squads to just inattentiveness, and it happens to every player. I mean, everyone loses squads in inattentiveness, but it's just so crucial in competitive heroes. You just can't afford to make those mistakes at this level of play. Your opponents will punish you, and you'll have a hard time recovering from the map.
Please subscribe to the General's Gentleman. If you enjoy our content, you can support us at patreon.com/General's Gentleman.